So let's start with assignment problem using branch and bound. We have already seen some of the problems which can be solved using branch and bound. And there is one common thing in every problem, that we try to create a solution with the help of a state space tree, right? So in this case, again, we are going to draw a state space tree. But first of all, let's see what exactly the problem is. So in this problem, we have few things given. There are n number of workers and there are n number of jobs. And the assignment has to be done in such a way that every worker should have exactly one job or vice versa. But corresponding to each and every job, there is some cost which is assigned, and the aim is to minimize the total cost of assignment. So let's take an example. Let's say that we have four workers, A, B, C, and D, and correspondingly we have four jobs, job 1, job 2, job 3, and job 4. So you can see that there is a cost associated corresponding to each and every value. So the cost for A to complete job 1 is 9. Similarly, the cost associated with worker A to complete job is 2. And we have to identify that what would be the minimum cost in such a way that every worker should have a job. And just because you can see that the number of jobs and number of workers are same, therefore each and every job should always have one worker associated to it. So we need to identify that what will be the minimum cost of assignment. And this is what the assignment problem is. So how we are going to do the assignment? So assignment is to be done in such a way that each worker, right? So here we have four workers, A, B, C, and D. So each worker that we choose for a job, that particular job should have the minimum cost, right? And how we are going to identify the minimum cost? Let's say for the timing, I say that this particular worker B is assigned job 3. So now this job 3 cannot be assigned to any other worker. So every worker has a unique job and every job has a unique worker. So in this way, we need to identify the solution. So as I told you that the problem is branch and bound, therefore we are going to create a state space tree to find the optimal solution at the end. And before we start with the problem, we need to identify that what would be the lower bound, right? So by keeping this lower bound in mind, I can say that the minimum cost cannot exceed this lower bound. So how we are going to identify the lower bound? Let's say that I will simply identify the minimum cost corresponding to each and every row. So let's say that in first row, the minimum value is 2. In second row, the minimum value is 3. Similarly, in third row, the minimum value is 1. And in the fourth row, the minimum value is 4. So I will simply add this value because this is going to show the corresponding minimum value to do the value corresponding to each and every worker. So let's say that 2, 3, 1, and 4. This is giving me the total sum of minimum bound. So 2 plus 3 plus 1 plus 4, this will give you the value as 10, and we will consider this as the lower bound. So whatever answer that we get should not be less than 10, because we have already identified the minimum cost from each and every row. So how we are going to start? We'll consider this lower bound as the root of the tree, and correspondingly we'll start exploring the tree starting from root to leaf. And all the time, whenever we reach to the intermediate state, we will identify the minimum cost from the given set of path. So let's start with this. So we will take the lower bound as 10. So when I'm taking lower bound as 10, I will start assigning problem to each and every worker. So all the time I need to assign the job which is not earlier assigned to any other worker. So you can see that we always assign the unassigned job to the remaining person. So here when we start with A, we can see that before A, no other worker is assigned any other job. So for A, we have all the four options open. So either A can get job 1, job 2, job 3, or job 4. So for first worker, we have four options corresponding to the four jobs. So when I assign the first job to person A, then no other person can get this particular job. Similarly, when I assign job 2 to person A, now no other person can go for job 2. But When we start with the first person A, we need to identify that out of these given jobs, which is supposed to be the optimal way to assign the job, right? So the problem is written in such a way that we start with assigning job 1 to A, then job 2 to A, then job 3 to A, and then job 4 to A. But while assigning the problem, we also need to identify that what is the minimum value or what is the minimum cost from the remaining rows. So how we are going to solve this problem? So let's say that we divide the problem for A. Now A can have either job 1, job 2, job 3, and job 4. So when I take job 1, that means the person A is going to occupy the job and the corresponding cost will be assigned to it, right? So when I take A is equals to 1, this value A is equals to 1, that means A is going for the job 1. Now when you are going for job 1, A cannot get second, third or fourth job. Therefore I need to discard all these options, right? So let's say that the value assigned for A is equals to 1 is 9. Now I cannot take 2, 7 and 8 because we are explicitly assigning job 1 to A. So we will simply discard this first row, and then starting from job 2, we'll just look at the column and we identify the minimum excluding the first row, right? So for first job, we have assigned that this job is going to the worker A. So 9 is assigned to worker A. Now we'll start with job 2, but we will exclude the first row. So from the remaining rows, right? So from the remaining rows, we go column by column. So in first column, we have already assigned job 1 to A. In second column, when we have job 2, we exclude this first value corresponding to A. And from the remaining values, that is 4, 8, and 6, we identify the minimum value. So here the minimum value is 4. Similarly, when we go to the next column, we identify the minimum value by excluding the first row. So minimum value will be equal to 1. And for the fourth job, we'll identify the minimum from this column excluding this value. So what we will get? We will get 9 because it is already assigned to the first worker. Then from the remaining, the minimum is 4, 1 and 4. And then we simply perform the addition of 9, 4, 1 and 4. And this will give you the value as 18. We are going to repeat the same process for A is equals to 2. So when the second job is assigned to worker A, so the cost will be equal to 2. Now from the remaining column, that is column corresponding to job 1, 3 and 4, we identify the minimum by excluding the first row. So minimum from 6, 5 and 7 will give you 6. Minimum from 3, 1 and 9 will give you 1. And minimum from 7, 8 and 4 will give you 4. So now at A is equals to 2, we need to perform the addition of 2 because it is already assigned to job A. Then 2 plus 6 plus 1 plus 4, right? So we'll just take this value 2 plus, so sorry, the minimum here is 5, right? So 2 plus 5 plus 1 plus 4. So 2 plus 5 plus 1 plus 4 will give you 12. Similarly, for A is equals to 3, we assign the third job to A. So 7 will be assigned. Now from the remaining column, identify the minimum, that would be 5 plus 4 plus 4, right? So total cost will be equal to 7 plus 5 plus 4 plus 4, 7 plus 5 plus 4 plus 4, and this will give you 20. Similarly, for A is equals to 4, we directly assigned 8 to the worker A, and now identify the minimum from first, second and third column excluding the first row. So here you will get minimum as 5, here you will get 4, and here you will get 1. So 8 plus 5 plus 4 plus 1, and this will give you 18. So now you can see that we have some different cost here. We have 18, 12, 20 and 18. Out of this, we need to identify the minimum cost, and minimum cost is corresponding to A is equals to 2. So we will assign second job to worker A. Now what are the remaining possibility for B? Now for B, we identify that what are the remaining unassigned jobs. So the remaining unassigned jobs are 1, 3 and 4, and we repeat the same process. While repeating the same process, now we will exclude the second row while identifying the minimum. So when I say B is equals to 1, we assign the first job, this job, to the worker B. So 6 will be the first value. Now from second, third and fourth column, we identify the minimum by excluding the second row. So just because 6 is already assigned to this particular worker B, now any other job cannot be given to the worker B. Therefore, from the remaining jobs, we identify the minimum value. So from 2, 8 and 6, minimum is 2. From 7, 1 and 9, minimum is 1. From 8, 8 and 4, minimum is 4. So for B is equals to 1, you will get addition of 6, 2, 1 and 4, which is equal to 12. Similarly, for B is equals to 3, we are not considering 2 because 2 is already assigned to A. So we are skipping this. For B is equals to 3, this 3 will be assigned to the worker B. Now identify the minimum from first, second and fourth column by excluding the second row. So you will get 5, 2 and 4. Right? So 3 plus 5 plus 2 plus 4 will give you 14. Similarly, for B is equals to 4, 7 will be assigned to first value. So 7 is assigned to this worker B. Now from first, second and third column, identify the minimum by excluding the second row. So minimum is 5, here it is 2 and here it is 1. So when you perform this operation, the value you will get is 15. Now from 12, 14 and 15, the minimum value is 12. Therefore, this value, this job is assigned to the worker B. Now, two assignments are already done. For worker A, we have assigned job 2, and for worker B, we have assigned job 1. So now for worker C, we have two options, either 3 or 4. So let's start with 3. So when C becomes equal to 3, you can see that the cost is 1. Now from the remaining column 1, 2 and 4, identify the minimum. So minimum from 9, 6 and 7 will give you 6. Minimum from 2, 4 and 6 will give you 2. And minimum from 8, 7 and 4 will give you 4. Therefore add the corresponding values and you will get 1 plus 6 plus 2 plus 4, that is 13. Similarly, for C is equals to 4, 8 will be assigned, this cost will be assigned. Now from first, second and third column, identify the minimum by excluding the third row. So out of 9, 6 and 7, you will get 6. Out of 2, 4 and 6, you will get 2. Out of 7, 3 and 9, you will get 3. Right? Out of 7, 3 and 9, you identify the minimum value. So when you identify the minimum value, you can see that corresponding to C is equals to 3, the value is 13 and this is minimum. So second job is assigned to the worker 1. First job is assigned to worker B. Third job is assigned to worker C and fourth job is assigned to worker D. Now in this way, you can see that the total cost becomes equal to 2 plus 6 plus 1 plus 4, which is equal to 13.